Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, let's take a look at Nvidia, AMD, SMCI, ARM, Broadcom, Micron, QQQ, and SPY also high level. So we have a red candle today, right? But is this a worryful candle enough that we should just pack our bags and go home? Or this is just a part of a pullback and the structure, are we still bullish? So let's talk about all of that in this video. This is still the morning price action. So we will take a look from the lens of how things may also evolve throughout the day, right? So let's begin. Once I also let you know, none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes. And so in this video, actually, I want to also plug in right away my new tool that I mentioned about in my couple of last videos that helps in identifying the structure and everything right off the gate, right? So I'm just going to plug that on. First, I want to show you this around. This is released now. So if you're an elite member, you already have access to it. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. All right, so the very first thing what I'm seeing in today's candle right now, that also is just a dark green candle. It's just a pullback candle right now on daily interval. I'm not seeing any structure change even where the price is. All right. Now, at the same time, I want to take you to the 5 minutes interval, and that's where the beauty comes of it, to use it even for trading. And yes, today we have a cool off. Now, the principles that I mentioned about, we do have a cloud here, right? This, the band, the cloud. And in my videos that I also have provided to my members, it's that as we below red band or above green band, in that case we are seeing the green stuff, right? We are below the red band, these green candles. Even if you prefer, sure, you can still trade into the pullback. Structure didn't really change until this particular point, but this is where there is no point in staying long for the intraday trade, and we are also below the red band. Your more probability to make money is first of all to the downside. So the way to trade even intraday using this tool is that we are below the red band. Green stuff, either you can just ignore or be careful, be cautious. But once this, even if you took position at the green stuff, green candle in other words, this is the stop loss zone. This is where the structure changed, and we are bearish, right? At least for the intraday. So this pullback, well, in my opinion, I don't see a problem with Nvidia. And as I said in my videos yesterday as well and previous videos as well, until 122 and 50 cents or 50 days moving average and so forth, it's nothing to worry about. And I'm just gonna slowly and slowly start bringing in those my videos, the other tools as well. But let's go back to the original candles. But so far, you get the sense through that tool, right? It's easy to really understand. This is just a pullback right now, at least 122 and 36 cents. It's not worrying me, and for me, it's just going to be a pullback. We'll see if a deeper sell-off candle comes or a deeper pullback comes. At least on daily, it's just a pullback. You can already see it's getting a little bit bought back up. Now, what it did, let's go to the hourly interval. So yes, we have a break of 20 hours moving average. We are trying to stabilize right now above the previous pivot area, one of the areas, and above 50 hours moving average, right? So, and this is where, if I take you to the 5 minutes interval, and you can see that this is where we have the levels, and this is where you can use to combine. So what you are seeing, couple of things on my universal indicator, you are seeing average range and today's range is getting very close. And if I turn on this tool as well, is this, as soon as this orange starts to turn green, and this is where you would be like, okay, things are about to change. We have completed the range. So this is also what you can use to, take the lock in the profits, and let's see if this forms a higher low here. But we'll see the structure once it turns green. We'll have, that confirmation. But yeah, orange means time to be careful. Things might start to reverse from full-on bearish, little slowly and slowly to the upside. But again, what I'm trying to say is that structure on intraday is weak today, right? That also works out with my tool here. However, what do we call? Yeah, the overall structure hasn't really changed on Nvidia. As if we close today above 125, it's still nothing to worry about. We are still above the previous pivot here overall, right? And we are still continuing technically higher. Now, if today, there's one more point, if we today close below 128 and 94 cents, we may expect tomorrow also a little bit of a cool off or below 20 hours moving average if we close below that. But that's something I'll talk about later in the day as well once the market has closed. So yes, it's just a pullback candle on Nvidia, at least for now. It's not changing the structure. Structure still remains bullish on Nvidia here, right? And let's take a look at the short volume data as well from yesterday. And let me turn that on. Again, part of my indicator. Wow! Look at this thing, 36 short volume percent on Nvidia yesterday. This is the highest. This is the highest ever, guys. This type of short volume didn't even come at the top. So, so here's the thing. Now, this is an important thing. If Nvidia fails to go above $130, okay, and it starts to accumulate here quite a lot, yes, it may result in a problem, but because that means these short sellers didn't need to cover. But if we gap up above 130 again, it's going to be again a very strong squeeze. So it all comes down to if price action, if they can hold the price action down here, but if price action gets above a little bit higher, it's going to squeeze these short sellers out. But hey, don't ignore this short volume. This is a very high, huge short volume percent interest, 36. I have never seen such high short volume on Nvidia ever before. Keep this in mind. All right, now let's go to the other semiconductors, that is AMD. So AMD also seeing a sell-off. It's still green though, and it is above it did go above 200 days moving average. We are seeing some sell-off right now. Is the sell-off making it bearish? Well, I can just tell it by looking at it. No, I mean it's not even a pullback candle. It's still technically a bullish candle today, and we are. I mean, let's see how it closes. But as long as we close above 153 and 47 cents, there's nothing to worry about. It's selling off at one of our next significant levels, right? We do have this consolidation and pivots here. Again, it's just a significant level and a little bit of sell-off is coming. Yes, it's something not to ignore, right? But is this making structure bearish? No. Let's take a look at hourly interval, right? And if I turn on my tool here, I'm not even seeing an intraday weaker candle. That's just a pullback candle that came, which is just getting bought back up above the 20 hours moving average area. So yeah, and again, overall though on the swing, we are still above that band, right? But anyways, so yeah, right now structure is not bearish on AMD. It's still strong. If it has to become weak, we have to fail to go above 158 and 81 cents and slow down here and eventually break 20 hours moving average. Otherwise, no, this is just has to be taken as a pullback. But take partial profits up here, guys. Okay, whatever. Just trade with the structure and yeah, and be watchful of these type of sell-off candles or whatnot. We'll see how the day closes, right? The day hasn't closed yet. SMCI. That blue box that I provided you is still struggling over there, but it's holding one of the levels below. That is now the level 595. As long as it's above 595, technically you can still use it as just an upside play. But if we lose 595, then we have a possibility of 546. But this was the first leg, right? The next leg I have been saying would be above 20 days moving average out and above of this blue box to the upside. So that's something to keep an eye on for that. ARM. And sorry guys, I know I'm not plugging my tool on every other stock here, but that's something, there for you. If you need access, you can have access and put it on for yourself. I'm going to put it on ARM. And so overall cloud that we have on day, we are inside that, but the cloud on the daily interval, yes, you can use it as, you know, decision making or whatnot. I use it as a reference, so I'm just going to move that to intraday. Intraday is where I really like to use that cloud. It's a because the daily interval, you know, it's more like if you know you have to see the structure here, right? So right now, even on those days, we are still, this is just a, you know, it's still in a bullish structure here, and I'm just seeing a pullback today technically in the structure. Now, yes, we have a red sell-off candle, but did it change the structure to the downside? No, I just showed you the structure in the other through my other tool, right? I don't see a problem as long as we are above 126 and 24 cents. And you can see the tool, the structure that I was talking about, guys, we will start to become bullish out and above this blue box. My tool already marks this automatically for you, right? So you can see that here, right? We turned green and then we did continue to go up, but this was the area that I was calling out, right? In my videos as well. Now, my tool, you don't even have to wait for my videos, but I'll be sad if you don't see my videos, okay? All right. So yeah, this is, at least for now, it's just a pullback. If the structure loses, I would say 126 and 24 cents, things may start to loosen up. They might come back again to 121, and then we'll see what happens there. And if it can hold that area, then we'll see if a pivot forms and we continue higher, right? So that would be that. Yeah, today's sell-off, today's a weakness, but it's, and you know, on, yeah, so, and also the way this candle is looking like, the hourly candle, it has lost 20 and 50 also now. If we don't close above 131 and 31 cents, some slowness may come in on this for a day or so below 20 and 50. So just keep that in mind if we stay below that. All right, that's ARM. Let's take a look at Broadcom. Broadcom, it's fine, guys. I mean, it's just been bullish today. It's just a pullback. Structure on this is not bearish as long as we have a 161.90 cents. Even after that, it's not going to become bearish. It's just that some downside may come, but I don't think that's going to change the structure bearish. But we have to trade with the technicals, right? So as long as we have a 161.19 cents, there's nothing to worry about. Micron, again, all semiconductors are doing pullback today. Micron, as I said, as long as, you know, the structure on this is not changing to the downside, as long as we are above this 220 days moving average. Today is a pullback day, but that would be it. You know, it's not really like a structure change on this right now. Okay, so that's that. SPY, it's nothing. It's a nothing sell-off. It's just a little bit of cool off that's trying to come. We have triple stacked support right now here, 555 area. I mean, even if we lose this, 50 days moving average is a good support. 20 days moving average is a good support. It has a lot of days it can go through cool offs, but the structure will not become bearish on SPY. QQQ, it already turned almost green here. I mean, this thing also can go, even if it goes through, again, take partial profits in the extensions wherever you can. Even if it goes to the pullbacks for any reason until 460, the overall daily interval structure will still remain bullish. All right. But yes, if we lose 50 days moving average, some more cool off may come down to 20 days moving average. But choose your time horizon and accordingly trade. But it's nothing, guys. The market is already getting bought back up so far, right? So yeah, let's take a look at Nvidia. What is this thing doing? Yeah, it's getting a little bit bought back up above that structural level. Yeah, so, but anyways, just want to, you know, highlight the areas, but yeah, so cool. Okay, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. That's it for this one. All right, take it. Bye. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. All right, bye.